Good evening, everyone. I am Joy Agrawal and I study in class 6 in Centrepoint School, Nagpur. How many of you have dreamt of becoming something when you grow up? When I was 8 years old, I had a dream, or rather passion, to go to NASA and work with them as a software engineer and an innovator. That passion of mine still persists. And by the virtue of this passion, I have learned almost all things which are necessary to enter the field of space and technology, like programming, robotics, and I have set my mind onto a path so that I can think of newer and newer ideas. When I was 9 years old, I created a group by the name of JASA. In that, only my parents and me myself were included. But my parents, they not only motivated me, they also added their like-minded friends. It was around 4:45 when all of us were online on the group and we used to share information on recent developments in the field of space and technology. We used to enjoy a lot. Those 15 minutes used to pass as if they were just 5 seconds. When I told about my passion to my parents gifted me a telescope. They not only gifted me, but we three of us used to enjoy a lot gazing the stars and constellations and moons. It was just like a quality family time for all of us. Do you know? Half of my cupboard is full of books on space and technology. Courtesy my parents. When I told about my dream to my mom gifted me with a telescope. And the most important, she advised me that if I want to enter the field of space and technology, I have to excel in science and maths. And from that very year, I started winning gold medals in science and maths Olympiads. My passion also forced me to join the Innovation Hub. First, I didn't knew the meaning of innovation. But as time passed, I could make out. Innovation is nothing but a further working which is made on a invention. I was consistently coming across the news that terrorists are crossing borders and doing what not so like that. The border, which is on the India Pakistan desert border, is around 1,500 kilometers long. It must be very difficult for the military personnel to patrol over such a large area. So I thought, why not make a machine which will be able to fly in air as well as run on roads? This was the DPV-004, the Desert Patrolling Vehicle, and 004 describes its four rotors. The model will take a vertical lift, and when it has to take the vertical lift, the angle of the rotors will be 90 degrees. Once the height is acquired, the angle of the rotors will change to 45 degrees so that the model will levitate as well as move front in air. And once the model has to move front on the land, the angle of the rotors will be 0 degrees. This will do that with the help of the servo motor, which works on the signals of PWM, which is pulse width modulation. This will provide accurate angles, which is very necessary for my project. My project has many special characteristics like the body is made up of fiberglass so that it is light. If the battery goes low, automatically a buzzer will beep and same will happen if the weight of both the military personnel exceeds 180 kilograms. The roof of the model will totally be covered with solar panels so that we generate electricity as well. It will have a seating capacity for two military personnel. One will be the pilot and one will be the patroller who will be facing the rear end of the model. I was not using solar panels to generate electricity also. I got this idea in February when I represented my project at IIT BHU Technics, for which I won the first position. There was no separate column for school students, so I registered myself as an engineering first year student. When they called me up to inquire about the name of when they called me up to inquire about the name of my institution, I was bound to tell them the truth that I am a school kid. So they were not allowing me to participate. So I requested them if they like my synopsis, then only they will allow me to participate or no worries. So I sent them my synopsis and they liked my synopsis and called me to participate in IIT BHU Technics. But they did not allow me to stay in the campus premises as I was the youngest of the lot. From this, I remembered one incident which happened while I was preparing the quotations for the DPV 004. I called up Mahindras and Tatas as they have their electric cars. So to inquire the mechanism of their electric cars, I called them up. I was wondering why were they addressing me as a madam? I asked my mom, why were they addressing me as a madam? She told me, in their wildest dreams, they can't expect a sixth grade student inquiring about the mechanism of their dynamo. So, my project is all about generating electricity for the villages of India. As they do not receive electricity, this arises due to improper utilization of the readily available resources. So I thought, why not generate electricity for a particular house and it will be given to for use to that particular house only. So we will generate electricity with the help of a solar panel and a dynamo. I would like to tell all of you how I got the idea of using a dynamo. In early June, my dad went for trekking to Roopkund Glacier. From there, he brought a dynamo torch. First, it was just a toy for me. But suddenly, one day, it slipped off my hands and broke into two parts. When I saw the internal mechanism of that dynamo, I was fascinated with that. And suddenly, many ideas started bubbling in my mind. You know how a bubble is? It is formed this second and it vanishes the other. Many of my ideas were just like that. But in the end, one idea came into my mind which was as hard as a diamond of the 3G or the Go Green generator. You all must be wondering why my project is unique. My project is unique because my dynamo is generating self-electricity or it is on a self-generation process. This will help to fulfill the emphasis of government on the use of renewable energy. My earlier project has a total emphasis on the Make in India concept. There is one more concept, which is the Swachh Bharat mission. One of my projects deals with it. Once I was traveling by train, I felt a gush of air onto me because I was standing in between the connectors waiting to use the washroom. I thought, why not take in garbage also with this air which is coming inside and accumulating inside the coaches? So this was the RTC, the rail track cleaner. We can clean the tracks of India by adding one coach to a specific train on each route. This will help to keep the tracks of India clean. We will attach a funnel onto the bottom of the coach so that once the train is in great speeds, automatically the garbage is accumulated into the cabin. And once the coach is full, automatically an SMS will be generated and it will be sent to the concerned person. This will help to keep the tracks of India clean. I would like to tell all of you why does this happen. This happens because the Bernoulli's principle, which is created when the low pressure is created under beneath the coach. So automatically air is sucked inside. So dear friends, this was my journey of innovation, or rather my flight with technology. Motivate your children to think of newer and newer ideas. The most important of all, promote their ideas. Because failure is the stepping stone to success. Because those ideas can be innovative or they can be still readily existing. And I would like to quote one thing. Every idea is the stepping stone to an innovation. And yes, the most important thing, don't make your children do something which they don't like. Because from the age of 5, I used to go for swimming daily. Well, this didn't turn out to be a passion for me, but for my parents. They hired the best coach in Nagpur, and I had to swim for 2 to 3 hours daily. Thanks to NIT swimming pool, it went on for renovation, and my swimming stopped. But the side effects are showing. Thank you, TEDx, for giving me this opportunity to speak on this forum. Before leaving this stage, I would like to quote one thing. Observation is the key to innovation. And the most important of all, I would like to thank and acknowledge my parents, because whatever I am doing today or whatever I am saying today is just because of my parents. Thank you so much.